Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is Friday and we are putting a tune on this thing today. So I'm pretty excited today. About to get ready to put this thing on the trailer and then head over to high rev dyno tuning to Theo. I'm super excited. I've been waiting for this day for like a week and a half now. So yeah, doing a little last minute buttoning up on things, just making sure we don't have any issues on the dyno. I'm gonna make a little like overflow for this thing, just tightening up, you know, just nut bolt and check and everything. So yeah, last video we got our carpet installed, and yeah, so what I want to do real quick is I'm going to put the back up on jack stands and then click it in the gear, make sure the rear brakes are working good, just in case we put it on dyno. I think he might just throw a tune on here, like for me to drive. I'm not really sure. So getting this back jacked up right now. Then we're gonna throw some jack stands on her. Okay, so got all four up on jack stands. So yeah, I'm just about to roll it in the gear and make sure like it shifts good and everything. Logging in on my laptop right now just so I can monitor everything. That's it. It went into gear good. It was braking fine. So I'm about to take the thing off the jack stand and put it on the trailer. Such a surreal moment driving this thing boosted now. About to get it fully on the trailer. It's just when I give it a little gas, it wants to bog down. So I have my winch, but I'm gonna just kind of speed up it a little bit, see what happens. Guys, so we're locked and loaded, headed to high rev. I'm kind of all over the place with the recording. I'm not like record everything detailed. I just want to make sure everything's on point with the car, so I'm gonna record what I can, but I have to pay attention to a lot of things because we don't want anything going wrong with this. So I'm headed there now, and then I'll update you guys next. Okay, so we just unloaded the car at Theo's. I'm running to AutoZone, get a little bit of trans fluid and oil just to make sure I have that kind of stuff. I think I need to top the transmission off a little bit. So headed over here, and then we're gonna head back. He said he's running a couple minutes behind, so we have a little time. Okay, just made it back. Tightened up these vacuum lines. I routed this little vacuum line from the regulator, and I think everything's pretty much buttoned up, looking decent. See what he says.
run that hose. Let's just get a longer hose.
Yep, and just route it up.
Like, and I'll just zip tie that motherfucker up because I'm like, what the fuck? This piss me off. I'm like, oh, and it's embarrassing, you know, the gas station. Yeah, mine's a 6 -0.
Hell yeah, this shit is clean.
What the fuck is that leaking? Coolant? Oh, this fucking reservoir sucks here because I used to have a 327 when I bought a car. I bought it for some fool in Texas, and I traded it over here. But this fucking thing right here, this fucking shit fucking sucks. Once this shit starts getting hot, it shoots fucking coolant through
all
here.
Up, yeah.
You can see it has a little fucking hole. So I was gonna get like a different style reservoir that has like just like that, the little like a little thing popping out that way, so it doesn't squirt out, so it's bigger, so it breathes.
I just
better.
have a water bottle on mine for now.
I was actually honestly thinking of just not even running one of these.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you really need to.
I mean, because this shit's full. I just barely put Dex Cool on it. It's all filled up and everything. So that's what I was actually thinking about. I don't know if you need it. If I don't need it, I'll just put a fucking plug right here.
Damn, you have so much more room. Like, all that room down there for a fucking long
but
tubes.
because I put a hydro boost, I didn't want the vacuum.
Getting on the dyno now. We had a little bit of radiator leak on the bottom, one of the hoses. It's just a little loose, so hopefully that fixes that. Wipe it again. pre-dyno sauce? She held up.
Kept trying to figure out what was going on with the shifting, and I found out we got one gear.
That's it?
Second gear, that's it. And that explains this is one of the reasons, I'm sure, is why we didn't make a lot of power either. It's really loose.
You don't think it's the fluid?
Well, we only got one gear, so something is wrong, either with the
wiring,
electrical, and Holly don't really get me cold.
Damn.
But it just don't go to it's just like stuck in lit mode, like in one gear, second gear.
Yeah, because I feel like when I first originally drove the car, I couldn't get it to shift up. Like I was revving it out and I was waiting to feel like a shift, and it never did.
Yeah.
Fuck, this is a transmission from Indiana Truck Salvage too.
Yeah.
But I got it so long ago, they ain't warrantying it.
Man. Well, truth be told, you need a shift kit in it anyway. It needs to be gone through, because that they training any hot used, I was gonna say high mileage, but any used 80 is usually these days
Beat.
Yeah. Back, 10 years ago, you might find one 100,000 miles that'll work. Now, yeah, so you kind of gotta go through it anyway. It needed a shift kit anyway.
Yeah.
But that explains why we're missing a lot of our numbers. That's another reason.
Damn.
The motor's still healthy, your turbo, everything is healthy, but
yeah, it's time to take it back apart.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it though. I'm so happy.
Yeah, first step for sure. So the foundation's good.
Yeah.
Just little stuff like try to pull these wires up, because they're gonna start burning if they haven't burned already. So even with the heat sleeve, they'll still burn through.
Oh really?
It just takes a little longer with the sleeve, but they'll still burn through.
Oh shit.
So I would even check them down and just pull this, take them off, pull the sleeve, and see if they're
the insulation starting to get messed up. The O2 being upside down is really bad. It's bad on any O2, but Holley O2s, these Bosch O2s are super sensitive. So what happens when it's like that is condensation, like in the morning or whatever, or even coming out the engine. It settles, but it can't drip off. So the O2 is supposed to be like 3 o'clock to 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So the water can drip off. So it will not last long like that. It sucks with an up pipe because you don't have a ton of room, but you gotta at least get it even or a little higher than even.
Yeah, I was gonna redo my brake booster. I bought the brake booster and then have it like basically go in.
Okay. So just something to think about. If it starts running super rich out of nowhere, O2 took a crap. Yep. That's usually the telltale sign. What else? I think that's it. That's the big stuff. Yeah. I mean, everything else seemed good. Oh, then remember your gaskets. Just make sure you have a metal gasket. This looks like I got a metal gasket in the turbo, and then on the headers. Yeah, I can see that composite gasket.
Hell yeah.
That's it. That's all I got. And way more boost. So you could put like there's a new version. A new version of Terminator came out. I think it can easily control solenoid for like how you have it. You have it going to the compressor. Yeah. So like the old Terminators, it's kind of weird and it's going to be too much information. You can still use a solenoid like this, but you got to do a trick. You got to run an extra wire from the map sensor as an input to make it think that it's monitoring the top of the wastegate. I think the new version took care of that. But long story short, either way, you could put an electric solenoid and have the Holley control it, so you can make it go build boost by gear, by speed. Not a boost controller. Yeah, that's a boost controller. Oh, so like they call them like a little Mac valves or something? Exactly, okay. Mac valve, yep. Okay. Yep. And so that's the easiest thing to do. Well, the real easiest thing to do is just put like a manual boost controller, but then you're just gonna, if you keep a tire like this on it, it's just gonna blow the tire out. So I would keep this spring in it and then get the Mac valve. Yep. And then just wire it into the Holley. I thought that was just for like big boost stuff. That's why I didn't even try to like mess with it. Well, bigger. Yeah. Yeah. So I would probably, I mean, at least 15 pounds, and I would keep that spring so you can ramp 5 to 15 depending on how fast you want. All kind of tricks you can do. Everything else looks good. Yeah, just go through that tranny now. Yeah. I think that trans took a big bite out of our number. Other than that, we are good to go. Sweet.